Hey everybody, how we doing? We are here on another job, cutting out and clearing some bamboo. We get a lot of calls, a lot of questions about bamboo. So hopefully I can educate some people on it. There's a lot of different ways you can deal with bamboo. You can cut it, you can mulch it, you can bury it. A lot of different ways. So I'll kind of walk through the job real quick, what we're doing, and then I'll kind of explain like how we're dealing with it, and there are a couple of different ways to deal with it. So what we got here is obviously a lot of bamboo. So the property line kind of starts right there, it goes straight down. It's maybe 1/4 of an acre, half acre, something like that little area in here. You can hear Josh in there going to town on it. But this bamboo just keeps on creeping up here. So the customer here, he's got some kids in 4-H and stuff like that, and they want to get some goats and that type of stuff. So really nowhere for stuff to yeah, I mean, it's so thick. So area for goats, some animals, kids to play, stuff like that. So we're going to take off this little strip right here, just clean up that edge, clean up this pine. These pines here are planted. There's loblollies all mixed in there. Got the ASD here. We got our Fecon head running knives on it. Willie just did a sharpen on them yesterday. So kind of up here on this knoll, we're gonna mulch out this area right here, not going down over that hill, kind of this side of the hill, and then going down into here. What it is, it's like a little valley that kind of goes like this. It's hard to see just because how thick everything is. So as you can see over the years, stuff just kind of got. Hey Micah! How's it going?
Good.
Nothing new.
Just had some monster today, so I'm a little hyper.
He was over here acting like Tarzan on this bamboo earlier. You want to give us a little reenactment?
No.
Oh, mercy. Oh, goodness. All right, so that's kind of our job. You know, it's maybe an acre total, something like that, with everything. Oh, sorry. So we are gonna mulch where the bamboo stops and starts. There's an area like right there. We're gonna mulch that up there on the hill, and then we are going to push out and grub out the bamboo over here as much as we can. So so you can see just all this trash and everything, a bunch of trash down here. We're just gonna push it all down this hill. There's kind of a low area down here. We did bring the rake for the dozer, and it was on the gooseneck, so they were getting it off. So we'll probably end up throwing the rake on here. Josh just got back here to be able to open up to where we can start pushing stuff. So kind of where he is down there, that's where we're gonna push all this material. We're just gonna shove it off, pile it up down there the best we can. So there's a ton of brick and, you know, just junk in here that just got dumped off over the years. But here's kind of a root ball of the there's one there, there's one there of the bamboo. Here's one right here. They don't go, the roots I'm about to get run over. The roots don't go very deep, they spread out, they go far and wide. You know, they just daisy chain across the ground. There's a root ball right there. I mean, it's not that big. Here's a root ball right here. So So what happens is the roots don't go super deep. They spread out. This one will sprout, and then it'll sprout over to this one, that one, kind of that. It doesn't, from what my understanding of bamboo, that's how it kind of works. Like, he had stuff creeping all the way up here in his yard. He said, look at this right here. So here's some shoots right here. You cut these down and they will just come right back up. That's bamboo shoots. He said in his pool, he had them trying to come up in the liner. There's one right here. So the roots spread out and they travel very fast. And I would say this bamboo, it may be 15 years old. It's probably the same age as the pines. I would guess 15, maybe 20 years, if that. So it grows very fast, very invasive. Nobody wants it. Nobody will take it around here. People, hey Willie, how's it going?
Hey guys, how's it going? Going good.
So bamboo, like, people have commented, oh, why don't you sell that, or I'll make a hut out of that, or something like that. If you want bamboo and you see bamboo along the road or on somebody's property, go ask them. They will give you as much as you want. It is not worth it for us to harvest this, to take it someplace and try to sell it. It is not worth it at all, the hassle of that. Here we can even, you can't take it to a grind site, you cannot take it to a, you have to take it to a dump, and you have to pay to have it dumped in the landfill. That root ball and everything that's not clean filled, that has to be dumped and paid for as well. So it's very it can be very expensive to get rid of. A couple options are, you mulch it down and you keep it knocked back with some kind of spray. Goats, you're going to be doing a lot of spraying for a long time to keep it knocked back. It's not like a one and done spray where you spray it like, oh, you're good. It's going to keep shooting up. It's going to keep shooting up. We have also done, some people are fine with that. We mulch it down. It's the cheapest way to get rid of it. We can mulch it, leave it. The chips do help when you mulch it all up. The chips do help as far as some kind of ground cover, not allowing a lot of light to get to the ground. It acts like a blanket almost across the ground. Well, what happens is then it'll start shooting up along the edges and around trees and stuff where there's not a thick layer of mulch. The mulch helps as a preventer to keep the material from wanting to shoot up. It will still shoot up, just helps it slow down a little bit. Another thing is, we have mulched it down, and we have taken our mini excavator and literally dug down a foot or 2 foot or something like that, and you take that scoop out and you set it aside, and then you take another scoop and you flip it. You flip what's on, you dig down right next to that other hole. Does that make sense? You take dirt and you turn it upside down, and you put the roots upside down and you flip it over, and that gets it deep enough, and then you regrade the top of it. That works very well. We have done that, but that is very time consuming. We've done that in little patches in backyards before where say they got a little tiny quarter acre or something like that, where they just can't get rid of it, but they don't want to pay for hauling fees, or it's too hard to get a truck in and out of there. We've done that in some situations, as opposed to digging one big hole, shoving it all in that one hole. So you kind of just distribute the hole across the whole area, but only digging down 2 feet instead of a potential big sinkhole that you shove everything in. That does work. We have done that a couple times. It's not ideal. You can do it, and the way I think is best to get rid of it, if you just are sick of it, you can't stand it, is what we're doing right now with the dozer. You are shoving it out of there, you are uprooting it, getting it back to clean dirt. You will have some seedlings pop up and some stuff, but what we can do with the dozer or excavator or as far as ripping that material out of the ground, physically getting it out of there, and basically starting a, you know, clean slate it. I personally think that is the best way to get rid of it in our experience. We've probably done, I don't know, in the years that we've been doing this about coming up on 8 years, and we've probably done, I don't know, 30 or 40, maybe more bamboo jobs, and we've mulched a lot, we've pushed some, and this is, I think, the best way to do it, is you're grubbing it up, you're pulling that material up. So as far as cost wise, it is more expensive. You know, you gotta pay for a dozer and an excavator, and you know, this guy was fine with this, us just shoving it back here on his property and kind of leaving a big pile. You know, some places you can't do that, you got to haul it off, so that can get expensive. But these are just some options to think about. So that being said, I hope that helps people, just kind of educate them on bamboo, and we get a lot of calls about it. It'll kind of come and go in spurts, but look how much light we already have in here just from that little notch Josh cut in there. I mean, honestly, bamboo's kind of spooky. I mean, look back in here. But here's kind of the root system here. It's just, oh, I mean, it is nasty, nasty stuff. Well, it's almost lunchtime. It's about 11:30, and just give a little progress report on where we're at. The mulching's looking really good. Willie and Josh got this roughed out, this area through here. That's as far as we're going. They're pretty much roughed out everything. There's a little bit more to do right over here, but that's not that big a deal. But he's got all this stuff here to run over and clean all that up just a little bit right there. But pushing up bamboo is going pretty good. So what has happened is somebody cut all this material, or there was woods in here at one time. Look at the size of stumps in here. So there's some big old stumps we're trying to work around, so we'll be breaking along and then hit those. Wish we had the 130 here, but we're away from the house, so it's not that big a deal. We're getting it done with that. Between that and the dozer, we could probably get them pushed out of here, but getting a pretty good sized little pile going on. Nothing crazy, but what we might end up doing is running the mulcher up the sides and push some dirt over it or something. I don't know, we'll see. We will see. But it's like Mike is digging the china over there. I might be able to roll it out with the dozer now that he got loosened up. So, I mean, we don't have that much more. There are some pines in there we're trying to save, and you can see there's a pink ribbon right along there. That's the property line. So you really can't push that much brush and stuff too much farther that way is kind of the problem as well. But I think I got most of the hard stuff, you know, all the big stuff kind of is already pushed down there. We got one more big trash pile here that got dumped off. There is something dead out here for sure. It reeks. There's something dead. We stirred up something. It's nasty. It stinks. Ugh. I don't know if it's these piles or what, but my goodness. Awful stinky. All right, well, we just we pretty much got all the material back there, all the bamboo. That's the line right there. You can see the pink flag going down. So we got a little bit of pulling out still to do over here. Willie's just about got the mulching done. We got a stump out of the yard here, so I'm going to start blading this stuff off and getting it smoothed off here. Mike is just giving a good blow off. Mike is just blowing it off real quick here, getting all the bunch of leaves and trash and stuff off of it. All right, there we go. We got her, barely. One long day, that's for sure. It is, let's see here, 5:20. So all that grubbed and raked. There's still quite a bit of sticks and roots and stuff like that, but we got everything we could, and he said he's going to take care of the rest. We got our pile pushed back over there. Mulching over here looks really good, all cleaned up. So yeah, it turned out really nice. A lot of bamboo. Almost built a pond back there. But we're about an hour 20 minutes away from the shop, so we're gonna get strapped down and head out. Sorry you didn't get a lot on video, but old trailer's coming in handy today. The new one it is. But all right, we're gonna get wrapped up. Thanks for watching the video. Drop a thumbs up, comment, all that good stuff. Have a good one, y'all.